Midnight Special brought to you by Chevrolet. Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, your host for this morning, Bill Cosby.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. Thank you. I want to welcome you to the Midnight Special. My name is Bill Cosby. This is my band, the Bunyan's Bradford Marching and Funeral Band, featuring Badfoot Brown on the vocals and the organ and the smiles. We'd like to get on with our first tune this evening, which is entitled Ursulena with Your Washing Machina. This is a lady named Ursulena who had a washing machine, and the suds ran all over, and she went to the moon.
1, 2, big 2, ah.
Machina, she jumped so high, she touched the sky. Thank you. We'll be right back with Ray Charles after this commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Charles.
All right now.
Look out.
I want to thank y'all.
But I just want to tell you that you're missing out on some good things. There's some groovy looking ladies out here tonight.
Is that so?
I'm telling you, they are smoking.
Well, I'll let you have it for tonight, Bill. As a matter of fact, I'm just so surprised at looking. What is this you got on? What do you call this thing you're wearing?
No, wait.
I know I wasn't
wait.
supposed to bring that up. Now,
No.
I know, but I couldn't help talking about it.
You mean
it's just so like I never seen nowhere before ever.
Wait. You mean it looks that bad that even you saw it?
You ain't lying. Yes, sir. Definitely give eyesight to the blind. No question
Yes,
about it.
indeed. But there's one thing you will miss out on. I can see all these lovely persons out here. Yes, indeed.
Well, only for tonight, sweetheart.
Huh?
Only for tonight.
Only for tonight.
I'll let you have your way.
Thank you.
Tonight.
Thank you.
Tonight, but just remember.
What's that?
My day will come, darling.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, but you see, the
You
thing...
see, I mean, I'm in your territory now.
Yes.
I'll let you abuse me. Yeah. It's all right.
And misuse me.
Yeah, that's okay, too.
And try to confuse
That's
me.
right. Anything you want to do to me tonight is
Yes.
all right.
All right.
I'm here with you.
I'm going to pick out for you one of our choice persons because you being the kind of person you are, you'll have a little difficulty picking out what's lovely and what is not.
Well, I
see.
ain't been having too much trouble, Bill.
Well, but I mean a person who's lost sight, you see, of things cannot tell what is beautiful and what is not beautiful. You see.
Well,
See,
now you
huh?
don't know that.
What you mean?
See, now you're talking out of your league. See, you don't know that. You have to understand, there are 5 senses.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, you know how they go?
Yes.
All right, name them off.
Feel it.
You don't have to go no further.
Huh?
You don't have to go no further.
No further?
No further.
Is that it?
Anytime, baby, I'll swap it with you. You go ahead and do all the seeing and let me do the feeling. We'll get along fine.
Isn't that well, you know what I thought would be nice?
What's that?
See, with the midnight special, we have all these dudes, you know, they playing the rock and the roll and the whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, when it comes down to the basics, the basics of pain, it's nothing like the blues.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
now,
right.
I cannot play piano.
Piano?
No, never could, and cannot sing.
Well, then now you need me, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I knew it. See
Huh?
what I told you? Sooner or later, I know you need me.
All right.
You want to get into a little something?
Please, let them feel it.
All right, let's see. Good girl.
Hold
Wait a
on.
minute here.
Be careful. Don't
Don't
hurt
listen to me, please.
Yes.
Early in the morning, I can't get right.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Had a little date with my woman last night.
Well, you should feel good.
Very
Yeah.
morning. I want you to know if it's in the morning. Said it's early in the morning, and I ain't got nothing but the blues.
That's a shame. A shame. Early in the morning.
I had a lot of money when I started out.
Well,
Yes, I did.
I hope so.
I can't find my woman now. My money done run out.
Oh, my goodness. You gave her too much too soon.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I
So,
swear it's been 4 days.
early in the morning.
It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I ain't got nothing but the blues.
Well,
Baby, now,
I hear you.
you know what I did?
What you do?
I went to Dookie Chase to get something to eat.
Uh-huh.
The little sweet waitress looked at me and she said, Ray, you sure look beat. But I told her it was early in the morning, y'all.
Any excuse will do.
That's right.
Yes.
It seemed like I heard the rooster crowing.
Look out. He was up that early.
I did. It is early in the morning. Yeah. And I ain't got nothing but the blues.
Pitiful. Pitiful.
Now, this is the bad part about it.
Okay.
You know what happened?
Go ahead.
When I got to my girlfriend's house, she was out.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is the truth.
This is true.
I knocked on her door and I heard a man shout.
You better get away. Don't even knock on this door, boy.
That must have been you. You sound just like,
Me and my big mouth.
I caught you again.
Caught me again. In
Yes,
the
I
cookie
did.
jar.
Oh, it's early in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I ain't got nothing but the blues.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Early in the morning.
Yes.
Way before day.
Well,
Early in the morning and I can't have my way.
can't have it.
Oh, early in the morning. Lord, it's early in the morning.
Having to do with loss of womanness.
Hello.
Yes.
It's early in the morning, cause.
Yes.
And I swear I ain't got nothing but.
Oh, my goodness. All right. That's the blues. Yes. Yes.
All right.
We'll be right back in a moment. We'll be right back in a moment. Ray Charles.
Bless your heart.
Bless yours. Mr. Funky Butt himself, Billy Preston.
I've got a song, I ain't got no melody. How am I gonna sing it to my friends? I've got a song, I ain't got no melody. How am I going to sing it to my friends? Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah. Will it go round in circles? Yeah. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? I've got a story, ain't got no morals, no. Let the bad guy win every once in a while, yeah. I've got a story, ain't got no morals. Let the bad guy win every once in a while. Will it go round in circles? Yeah, yeah. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah. Will it go round in circles? Round and round and round. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? I gotta dance, ain't got no steps, y'all. I'm gonna let the music move me around, yeah. I've gotta dance, ain't got no steps, no. I'm gonna let the music move me around. Will it go round in circles, yeah? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky, yeah? Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Come on, y'all. Will it go round in circles? Yeah, baby. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah. Will it go round in circles? Yeah. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Come on, sing it with me. Will it go round in circles? Yeah, yeah. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yes, it does. Will it fly high in circles? Yeah, circles. Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Will it go round in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo!
And now, television's answer to mustard pretzels, David Brenner.
I'm glad to be here. And I really did. I really flew in tonight. I flew in tonight, and it took 9 hours by jet. I couldn't believe 9 hours. They threw us off the plane in Salt Lake City, Utah. There was some kind of engine problem. They made us take one of these local airlines. What is it, Frontier Western? Oh, the worst. It made 8 stops in Nevada. It was picking people up at their house. I couldn't believe it. And it's my fault because I changed planes. I don't like to fly, I'm nervous. And I changed planes because I saw something so frightening. As I was getting ready to board the plane, I saw a nun buying flight insurance. I mean, that's like being wheeled into an operation. You see a surgeon with garlic around his neck going. And the worst part is that, you know why I'm really nervous about flying? Isn't that I'm just superstitious? I was in an emergency landing about a year ago in Washington. And what happened, people are dumb. We really are dumb. The plane blew a tire, and it skidded. And when the plane finally came to a stop, everyone applauded. And I thought, what would they do if we crash? Boo? Boo, bad landing, bummer, boo. I could never go to the moon. How did they go to the moon? You know, a lot of people complain. They said that the moonshot, you know, $22.5 billion. They said it was a waste of money. You know, it should have been used for other things. So did you see what they did on the last moonshot? They tried to save the day. They said it was worth it because they found orange dust on the moon. You know what that was? It was Tang. Because, you know, I'm a bachelor. I'm not that crazy about dating, because you girls get weird when you go out on dates. Oh, no, you really do. I don't know what happens after you leave the house. You know, like, girls are always on a diet, except when you take them to a restaurant. And you can never tell a girl, men don't ever make the mistake of telling your girl that she gained weight. You know, don't make that mistake. Tell her she looks good in bigger clothes, anything. Don't ever tell her. Because you can't be honest on dating, right? You can't. Dating is not an honest thing. Like on a date, the girl, oh, you're just taking me out for my body. No, I want to feel your brain. Wait, I don't want to, look, I'm not picking on you girls. I think you're great, especially California girls. You're great. Look at the cosmetics and the styles. They are. The best looking girls in the country are in California. And I like everything except one thing, the platform shoes. Have you seen those platform shoes? Really, they're like this. No, sometimes like that. Really, you take out a girl, she's beautiful, tall, 5'10", you get married, get her in bed, she's 2'6". And men are the same way. Men do the same thing for the ego. Like, you ever see what they have for bald-headed men now? They have this hair transplant. They sew the hair into your head. Have you seen it? Can you imagine you're out on a date, there's a thread hanging? And she wants to be nice. Here, honey, I'll get it. And do you ever have this happen to you on a date? I hope I'm not the only person in the world this happens to. Let's say, like tonight, all right? You're out on a date, you know, it's real nice. You take the girl home, you're sitting on the sofa, you have your arm around your girl, and the lights are low, the music's perfect, everything's just right. And you're sitting with your arm around your girl, and you take a deep breath, and there's a whistle in your nose. Right? Right? All of a sudden you hear, do you know something? I have the answer to air pollution. I wrote the government, they haven't answered yet. I think we're approaching air pollution and smog all wrong. We're trying to decrease it. What we should do is increase it. That is, make the air pollution particles so big they can't fit into your nose. Right? Come on, at least we have a chance you'd see it coming. You know, watch it, Harry, air pollution, boom. But I can breathe. In L.A., I don't know why I can breathe out here, and I'm not afraid out here in the streets. I know crime's bad. A friend of mine in L.A. here told me, he said, look, remember one thing. Don't ever park your car in a dark street here. They'll steal your hubcaps. I'm from New York City. They steal kneecaps. I saw a man on the subway, actually was on a platform in New York a few weeks ago. He obviously had his wallet stolen, see? And a thief was making his getaway down the platform. And this man said something that I know I would have said, and probably most of us would have said. And I never realized how dumb it is until I heard him say it. As the thief was running away, this man said, hey, come back here. And they're telling us crime isn't so bad in New York. Did you see that latest survey? Not the one that was stolen, the other one? According to this survey, I couldn't believe it. According to the survey, there are 147 muggers in New York City. per person. There's a horrible victim shortage. Even King Kong refuses to come back. By the way, I want you to go see King Kong if the movie ever comes around and look for something that I don't remember seeing when I saw it as a kid. It's so dumb. Remember the classic scene where King Kong, the giant ape, is on top of the Empire State Building, right? And he's holding on to Fay Ray, the beautiful blonde, in his hand, 120 stories above the ground. You know what she says to him? I couldn't believe it. She says, "Let me go." Okay, lady. Dumb. I mean, if I were in her place, I would have been saying things like, "Ooh, I dig apes." Right? But New Yorkers, I'll tell you something. If King Kong climbed up there today, no one in New York would pay any attention to him. Hey, look at that ape. Yeah, and we're late for lunch. What do I need an ape? Nothing bothers New Yorkers. You ever see them? They're crazy. You ever see New Yorkers? What's the matter? They won't collect the garbage? We'll eat it. I mean, you can walk down a street in New York City, and I actually saw this happen, and you can see manholes blow right out of the street. Boom! And a typical New Yorker will go, heads. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Steely Dan are a group of musicians who have gone to college, studied music, turned on, and then came through with a hit record called Do It Again. This morning, they're going to come through with Reelin' in the Years. Steely Dan.
That you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your hand. The things you think are precious, I can't understand. Are you reeling in the years? Storing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years? Storing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears?
Bill Cosby. Be right back. And we're gonna have guest Taj Mahal and also Billy Preston. So you let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on you. Let the midnight special shine its ever-loving light on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons why the world still goes around, Mr. Taj Mahal.
I'm sure there are people here who are not familiar with the motion picture Sounder, which is a very nice picture. I had the fortune of doing the score and acting in a part of a sharecropper guitar player called Ike, and we think that this movie, you know, is like one of the hippest, you know, and it's about a black family in the Depression years of the South and their struggle to, you know, maintain their dignity. And in this struggle, the father has to do a little stealing to keep his family alive. And because of that stealing, he is sentenced to a year of hard labor in a chain gang. And while he's away, his 13-year-old son and his wife, his younger son and his daughter have to take care of the farm. And they work all this year and to try to make the crops grow. And they do get the crops in, and they get the sugar ground, and they get everything happening. But still, the father isn't home. And the scene that we're about to see is the father coming home. He's been crippled in a blast in a rock quarry on the chain gang. And we're going to see him as he comes home. It's a very touching scene. It's with Paul Winfield, Cicely Tyson, Earl and Kevin Hooks, and Yvonne Jarrell. Check it out.
What's wrong with you, Sounder?
Oh, it's good to look at you. Hey! Oh.
What's the matter with your leg, Daddy?
Oh, I got it hurt in a dynamite blast when I wasn't no more used to them. They took some time off my sense.
The group Fanny are 4 young ladies who comprise the only female rock aggregation in contemporary music today. So please, ladies and gentlemen, 4 Fannies.
You made it easy, that's all in the past. Oh, baby, I love when you give to me, and you're all mine, all mine. It's hard to live when you're by yourself. We need to give to somebody else. You need a lover to rock you to sleep and lend a shoulder when you're dead on your feet. Oh, baby, I love when you give to me, and you're all mine, all mine. Oh, baby, I love what you do to me, and you're all mine, all mine. It's hard to live when you're by yourself. We need to give to somebody else. You need a lover to rock you to sleep and lend a shoulder when you're dead on your feet. Oh, baby, I love when you give to me, and you're all mine, all mine. Oh, baby, I love what you do to me, and you're all mine, all mine, all mine, all mine,
My next guest was a disc jockey who played also with the late Buddy Holly and is one of the most exciting and distinctive country talents around, Waylon Jennings.
I've seen the morning burning golden on the mountain in the sky. Aching with the feeling of the freedom of an eagle when she flies. Turning on the world the way she smiled upon my soul as I lay dying. Healing as the colors in the sunshine and the shadows of her eyes. Waking in the morning to the feeling of her fingers on my skin. Wiping out the traces of the people and the places that I've been. Teaching me that yesterday was something that I never thought of trying. Of tomorrow and the muddy loving time we had to spend. Loving her was easier than anything I'll ever do again. Everybody's going away. Says they're moving to L.A. Ain't a soul I know around. Everybody's leaving town. Some call a freight, some call a plane. Find the sunshine, leave the rain. They say this town will waste your mind. Must be right, 'cause it's wasted mine. Some got to win, some got to lose. Good time Charlie's got the blues. Stepping on my toes and I'm getting pretty tired of living. Stepping out of line and I'm messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you'd quit. Ever since you were a little bitty teeny girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking and you'll find you got to only daddy that walk the line. Packing up my clothes, nearly of a monkey knows that you're still just a-putting me on. When I started walking, gonna hear you started squawking and a begging me to come back home. Ever since you were a little bitty squirrely girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking and you'll find you got to only daddy that'll walk the line. You got to only daddy that'll walk the line.
Thank you. Thank you. The Bunyan's Bradford Marching and Funeral Band was founded by myself and our organist, Badfoot Brown, whose mother named him Stu Gardner. Now, the idea behind the whole thing is that after we play what we've written once, we then take off and each man plays for himself without getting in the way of the other, which is very difficult, because usually somebody is wherever the other guy is going. So having worked together for a long time, we now know where the other guy is going, and we take the range of less roomability. Roomability can be defined in many different ways. Has to do with chords. Sometimes you may not take that particular chord where the other guy is going. In other words, you may not even be in the same key with the other guy. But what does that matter? As long as we all in together and the people pat their feet. And so, our next tune is entitled You've Got to Be Strong, or I've Got to Be Strong. I wrote the notes, Stu Gardner wrote the words, so he's the only one who can sing it.
I've fallen down, and I wanna live, so I must rise so tall. My only chance, I've got to be strong. I've got to be strong. Let me, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back again.
Hey, we're gonna be right back, but we want to remind you that your host next week gonna be Doc Severinsen. And joining Doc will be Jerry Butler, Dobie Gray doing Drift Away, Hoyt Axon, Vicki Lawrence, Country Joe McDonald, Henry and Chris Mancini, and more. And now, we take you back to William H. Cosby.
Hey, really? And back again, 2 times, Mr. Butt Funky, Billy Preston. All right.
Come on, let's get down, y'all. Come on, get into it. Put your hands together. That's right.
Hi, back again. Hi, back again. And now, the only other talented musician not in my band, Taj Mahal.
Far below the northern lights, far below the northern lights, far below the northern lights.
Oh, I wish I was down in Texas. Baby, you know, sitting on a steady roll. I wish I was down in Texas. Mama, you know, sitting on a steady roll. You know, I find that fine-looking Texas woman, she would satisfy my very soul. My baby sweet like a honey, sweet like honey from the honeybee.
Sweet, sweet, sweetie.
You know my baby sweet like honey,
Sweet, sweetie.
sweet like honey from the honeybee.
Sweet, sweetie.
Well, you know the way I love that woman, I just cannot stand to leave her be. Now it ain't no use to worry, baby. Mama ain't no use to moan. Ain't no use to worry. Ain't no use to moan. Well, you know the way I love that woman, I just can't stand to leave her alone. Jive's oldest son. I got love for 10 women, but the one woman always on my mind. She don't treat me like no stranger. She treat me nice and kind. She don't worry about the neighbors and what they're saying, what they see. She's the woman in my life, and she's absolutely free with me. I wish I was down in Texas, baby sitting there on a steady roll. I find some fine-looking Texas woman, Lord, you know she satisfied my very soul. I find myself a fine-looking Texas woman, you know she satisfied my very soul. Señorita de León, escucha mi canción. It's fine-looking Texas woman to satisfy my very soul. Pointer Sisters, ladies and gentlemen, the Pointer Sisters. Bonnie, June, Ruthie, Anita.
And now, 4 Fannies again. That makes 8 Fannies.
Last night I had a dream. You were in it, I was in it with you. Oh, yeah. Everyone that you know, everyone that I know was in that dream. I saw a vampire, I saw a ghost. Everybody scared me, you scared me the most. In the dream I had last night, the dream I had last night, in that dream. Last night I had a dream, scared me so, you know I woke up screaming.
Taj Mahal. I want to know how you feeling.
Fine.
Good, good. Because I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because I know you personally to say that I know Taj Mahal. And then I'm proud of you because the person that I know did all that stuff in Sounder, the music. And then I'm prouder, even still, of the actability of yourself, which was groovy.
Thank you.
And you handled everything just great. I enjoyed all of it, man. How'd you feel doing all that?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed working with the people that were living down there in Louisiana. That's why I enjoyed it.
Well, it's mostly the people you've been singing about anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it was nice.
even at that point, you got a chance to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's the
yeah.
real thing. You know, you can sing to an Eastern audience forever and ever, but when you're right there talking with the people who say, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and they mean it too. They're not trying to be hip, you know. They don't know nothing about give me five.
No.
That's
right.
Now, when did you score the movie as you saw it? I mean, just put it together, you know, as the thing's going across on the screen, you just write the tune?
Yeah.
Is that the way you did it?
Yeah, that's the way I did it. What they did was that they put it in a studio about this size and had a big screen up on the wall, and they had a little line that went across. When the line went across, that's when I started the music.
Cooking.
Yeah, let's see, the line would go across and I'd be crying and watching it, and then another line would go across, and then that would signify the end of the song.
Yeah.
And most of the things were written. Well, I can't really say I write because I can't read or write. I know the music, but I mean, I came up with it. I conjured it up like a witch doctor, you know. Really.
No, you communicated it.
You know?
You communicated. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever the disease is, if you heal it, you're a doctor. But tell me about the acting now. When you had to do a certain scene, and the cat say, "Well, say this line." How did you do that? I mean, you've never studied with Paul Newman, Stanislavski, or any of the folks who've been into the books. So what did you do with yourself?
Well, I called upon that age-old improvisation, first of all, and I have been spending my time studying the people. Like, say, for instance, everybody says, "Well, I studied Tchaikovsky."
That's right.
Or so-and-so. Well, say I be studying, early Muddy Waters.
Early. So wait a minute now. If you had to go to the scene and say, now you're suffering, you say, early Muddy.
right.
Early Muddy. And go,
right.
Is it late hooker?
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
All right, Taj. It was nice having you here, man.
My pleasure.
And thank you so much.
You're quite
and
welcome.
good luck in the future and more things to come from it.
Thank you.
So you can get that late Muddy Waters in there. One more time. Taj Mahal. This song is about a guy who went to the dance, and not only did he lose his girlfriend, but he lost his shoes too.
now. Don't you talk to me. I said I went to the dance night. I lost my baby and my shoes too. Sweet, sweet baby. I said I went to the dance night. Yeah, sweet baby. I lost my shoes, yeah, and my baby till I did little baby. Oh, one more thing I wanna tell you, sweet honey child. Lord, have mercy. Have a little mercy. Have a little mercy. Have a little mercy. I wanna talk to you, baby. I wanna talk to you, baby. No, baby. Let me do it just one more time. Sweet, baby. I said one more time, baby. Ow, let me do it. Let me.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be back. And now, ladies and gentlemen, good night.